Hello everybody. Ollie and I are down here at the Florida Scenic Trail down here off of Scott Road in Fountain, Florida, and we're fixing to check it out. It's a little cool. It's a Friday afternoon in December after Christmas, and there are a couple of other vehicles here, so I'm sure we'll see some other people, but we're headed down to just to see the suspension bridge they have here. And it's not but like maybe a mile and a half to 2 miles, so we'd say what, 3 miles round trip. So let's check it out. Here's the little parking lot, and you can only get to this off of Scott Road from one direction. There is a bridge out if you're coming from Chipley. If you come down Orange Hill Road and head this way, there will be a bridge out on Scott Road that you cannot get over. It's been out for quite some time. So you'll have to come around from the 231 side of Scott Road to get here. Now it looks like they've been doing some control burning out here, which is good. It'll get rid of a lot of the undergrowth, and also it helps with wildfires. The reason I say this looks controlled is because this side has nothing on the side of this side of the trail. Over there, there's the Florida National Shrub, or Florida State Shrub, my bad. Well, this is the new sign. I've never been on this trail before, but I've saw many videos of others that have been on it, and this isn't the sign that was in the videos I've seen, so they've redone the sign, and that's good. So it's saying the waterfall is approximately 2.1 miles, and Two Penny Bridge is 1.6. We might walk a few more and see a little bit more of this. Look at these trees here. If you can see these trees here, every one of them are all blown the same direction. That is due to the hurricanes. And you look further over there at the pine trees, they're all the same direction, most of them. Now, just in case this was to happen to be grown up, you can look for these orange markings to keep you on the trail. You can still see the wonderful colors of fall. We have them here in Florida as well, if it gets cold enough, that is. And we've had some cold weather. We've gotten down into the upper 20s and low 30s this year, but it's like 50 something degrees today. Perfect weather to be out doing a hike. Not too hot, not too humid at all. Just perfect. I'm not sure what kind of tree that is right off the bat. The leaves are more of a brown than they are gold, but they're really pretty. They almost look like pecan leaves, but the tree doesn't. Looks more like an oak of some kind. I don't know. We'll have to look that up. Right here we have a little walkway. It must get kind of wet here. Yeah, it's like a little bridge. Come on, Ollie, get up here. Here, come on. Good boy. Stay on this. Good boy. Check out these mushrooms. Now this part of the woods, it doesn't have tall growth, but it does have a lot of undergrowth, and it's fairly thick, so it's thickening back up. And I thought I heard somebody, so I decided I better pick up Ollie for a little bit and carry him. So this two-penny bridge, I believe it's called Two-Penny Bridge, that we're coming to, it's a suspension bridge, kind of like a swinging bridge. It's not real wide, but from what I've seen, it's made well. It looks like kept up. So I wanted to at least get back in here and check that out, since it's only 2 miles or less. This one's going to be a little more difficult. You might have to let me tote you. Come on up here. Come here. Come here, I'll take care of you. We'll walk. A little tricky here. We don't know if these logs are going to roll. Okay, you get back down. There you go. Oh, that's beautiful. There's the creek. Beautiful. Gorgeous. So we're not at the bridge yet, but we are at the creek. Isn't that gorgeous? Now this is actually Econfina Creek. It's just probably not like most of you that's ever been down it would expect it to look. But it's really beautiful. Ollie's a little nervous. Really pretty here though. Probably can't hear me, but it's really beautiful. Really gorgeous. Probably couldn't hear me talking, I don't know. Guess I'll find out later when I post the video. But that was a really gorgeous spot for the Econfina Creek. Went up on another bridge. And this is just, looks like just runoff water from the hillside that runs on into the creek. This part of the trail kind of hugs the, looks like it hugs the creek. Yeah. So the creek would be to my right amongst all those bushes and stuff. Come on. Trees and stuff. There's a lot of trees laying across it. You can look over and see the Econfina, how it wraps around. Quite pretty. Here we got a little wooden staircase. Another little bluff, beautiful overlook. The color of that water is gorgeous. I guess that's some type of oak, whatever that is. Somebody tell me in the comments if I don't look it up. There's another little area you actually could get down right there during the summertime and swim. Little sandbar almost. Now hopefully you can see all that debris in the water that has just washed down from all the trees falling from the hurricanes and whatever, just almost damming up the whole creek. Definitely slowing it down. There's some more of those mushrooms. This way. Come on. A really gorgeous view there. I really appreciate all these bridges. During the rainy season, those are definitely a welcome addition to have. Come on. If Ollie was any bigger, he could pull a sleigh. He loves walking the trails. So we should be getting very close to the bridge now, the suspension bridge. I just checked the map, see where we are on the GPS, and it looks like we're right here at it. When you see that sign right there, don't go that way. Go this way. Stay on the orange marked trail and you will get here. This is Two Penny Bridge. We're coming up on it right now. Now this one, I don't know if Ollie will walk it or not. It says it was built by the volunteers of the Florida Trail Association. And Ollie and I certainly appreciate it, don't we, Ollie? Somebody, I don't know if somebody left that or if that's the state of Florida thing, but it's cool that they left it if they did. And it's cool that nobody messed with it, because it's just laying there. That's cool. All right, let's check it out. Come on, Ollie. Let's go. Well, I would say that the boards probably need replacing. So definitely hold on to the railing, because these boards have seen better days. Wouldn't you say so, Ollie? And then at the end, if you need to catch your breath because you're scared of crossing that bridge, you can sit down like I'm about to do. Oh, but I'm sitting down because I'm old, right, Ollie? You want to get up here? Come here, buddy. Hey, you've been good. He loves exploring, that's for sure. So again, this is Two Penny Bridge. It's a suspension bridge built by the Florida Trail Association. Kind of hard for me to hold the rail and video at the same time. And I have to take back my opinions on the bridge as far as the bottom of it. It is in better shape than I thought it was, but it's getting to a point where I think it probably could use replacing some of the bottom boards. Come on, baby, let's go. Gotta watch these limbs sticking out. And since this is Two Penny Bridge, I guess you bring a penny and leave it right here with everybody else's. Unfortunately, I didn't bring any change with me. Maybe next time, right? See all the palmettos I was talking about? And they're scattered in the woods in there too. So stay on the trail, if for nothing else, for those. Some things hurt. Oh, that tree's rotten. And check it out. Something's been working on it. It's getting ready to fall soon too. Like a little cave. Check this out. Can't really see in there, but it does look like a little cave. Another gorgeous overlook, this time on my left side, because we crossed over the bridge. I heard something in those bushes. Now be aware to look out for alligators. Also, Florida does have black bears, so keep your eyes open for those too. I've never actually seen any when I've been out and about, but I have seen them down at the beach. Look right in the middle of the screen. You can see a stream coming in from the side, running into Econfina. On that, you can see how clear it is, sandy and clear. It almost has got to be a spring. They're not always as blue. It just depends on what the ground underneath it looks like, and that's probably a spring run. Spring is probably much further on up, but you can see how clear the water is there. Okay, so we found the waterfall. It's not huge as some people would think, but it's a nice waterfall. This way, buddy. And during the summertime, I suppose you could get out here and walk through the water and go over there to it if you'd like. So I don't know if this had a bridge here or not, but you can hear the water running, and if you look right there, you can see it running down, but it stops. Where does it go? It's going underground, I assume, because we walked over this area and there's no water, but there's plenty of mud. But if you look on this side, I think a lot of it's what's blocking it is all these old dead trees just piled on top of it. But it's coming out on the other side over here. But you can actually walk. You can actually walk through this part without getting your feet wet. Well, it's time for us to head on back. Old Ollie here, he got to where he wanted to walk behind me instead of lead the way. I was near about stepping on his poor little feet, so I decided I'd pick him up, give him a break for a while. He's walked quite a bit. I'm sure he's tired. So we're going to head on back towards the bridge. Once we get to the bridge, it'll be about an hour to get back, and it's about 3:10 now. So we'll get back around, I'd say 4:10, 4:20, maybe 4:30 at the latest. So let's be on our way. All right, we've made it to the bridge. Now, one thing I wanted to mention about this bridge is these boards are pretty slippery, and I can imagine in the mornings or late in the afternoon or after a rain, you could slide down. So be careful when you're walking this thing. Oh, one more thing. Make sure you bring a penny. I forgot. Actually, I didn't know. And that sign behind me, maybe it's in the view of the camera. I assume you're going around there to the primitive campsites for this trail. So let's head on. So me and Ollie really figured out, I don't know why I didn't figure this out to start with, but the real reason they put these on, these asphalt shingles, is to keep you from sliding down. Makes perfect sense. Come on, this way. I can tell you it's always a good idea to layer in the winter, especially in Florida. Especially, I had a sweater and a long sleeve shirt, and this hat's holding in a lot of heat too, but it's actually gotten up to about 67, 68, maybe warmer than that down here. I'm going off what the internet's telling me. But it's definitely warmed up more than what I thought it was going to be, especially with us moving around as much as we are. And we've walked probably going to be walked, I don't know, 5 or 6 miles by the time we get to where we get back to the truck. Let's see. No, not quite that. Maybe 4.5 or 5. But and it's a little uphill and downhill. It ain't major. There were no major hills up here though. But it warmed me up a little bit. And I know that's no walking. I used to walk quite a bit. I used to walk about 300 miles max a month. And that's because of the job I was in. But since I'm no longer there, I'm not walking near as much. So I really needed this walk because I need to exercise. So we're getting close. We're coming out of the more condensed woods back into these planted pines I can see over on the right hand side, and it's starting to open up more, which is good because it's not holding in the heat as much. Plus I carried Ollie a little bit, and that he's a little warm too. It's like a little heater. So I let him back down to walk, but we're getting there, so we'll check back in when we get closer. Well, we made our way back, didn't we, Ollie? And we are tired. So we are headed back home, and I sure hope y'all enjoyed the video. It was a nice hike, nice place to go, especially if you want to go camping out somewhere in the Florida wilderness, I guess, so to speak. Just check it out. And don't forget to subscribe and come back for more.